Hi there, this is your favorite non-Indian math channel, and I have a cool integral problem for you. So let's see what we can do. Here I have a definite integral, and it's not really, I can't really come up with a way that how can I find an antiderivative for this, but since I have definite integral, it may be an easier way. There may be an easier way. So I have from 0 to infinity, well, if I think of gamma function, okay, let's write it for real numbers. Gamma of x is equal to integral from 0 to infinity e to the minus t to the x minus 1 dx. Sorry, dt. So here only the x is just a real number that I don't know, and it just defines gamma x. And here I have something similar, but I have only a t to the x minus 1 stuff, and even that I have x squared, okay? So let's see how can I do that. Can I make this thing look like e to the minus t? Well, I can. I can write this 3 like e to the log 3, okay? So I didn't make a substitution, it's just same. I can write this 3 as e to the log 3, and it's fair. So I have minus 2x squared. And I can just, so because of the properties of these powers, I can just multiply this, okay? So it's gonna be from 0 to infinity e to the minus 2x squared log 3. Now this is a bit closer to this form, but still not enough. First of all, I should have e to the minus t, not something squared, okay? So I'm just gonna call this part t. So if I say 2x squared log 3, if I say this is equal to t, I'm gonna have e to the minus t. That's cool. That's good. So here, how can I differentiate both sides? Well, it's easy, but I also need x. So if I differentiate both sides, I have 4x log 3 dx. This is equal to dt. And so I need x because I only need dx, okay? So here I can just pull out the x. X is gonna be, so I have 2 over 2 log 3. So this is actually equal to x squared. And if I just square root both sides, so I have x is equal to t over 2 log 3. Okay, so I found what is x and what is dx. So here I can just say dx is gonna be equal to, so I can just divide both sides by 4 log 3. So it's 1 over 4 log 3. And I have 1 over x, so I can just flip this thing. 2 log 3 over t in the square root dt. Okay, so I can just now substitute all of this in, and I can say my integral is gonna be equal to, so I said this thing is equal to t, okay? If I put x is equal to 0, t is 0. If I put infinity, it's again just infinity. So no signs are gonna change, okay? Bounds are gonna be same. So I have e to the minus t, this was my goal, and I have this dt stuff. 1 over 4 log 3. I can also simplify this one more step. So this 4 is just 2 times square root of 2 square root of 2. So it's going to be 1 over 2. I have square root of 2. And from this I will have 1 over square root of log 3. So I can say 2 log 3. And I also have dt. Let's write it in the end. I have square root of 2. T to the minus 1 over 2 dt. So I'm just putting, this was equal to dx. I'm just putting it, and I'm gonna get t to the minus 1 over 2 dt. I also have the constant part, okay? Well, let's just write it here. It doesn't matter. So I have 2 log 3 dt. Okay, so now, does this look similar? Well, quite much. I have e to the minus t to the x minus 1, so this is gonna give me gamma x, but instead of x minus 1, I have minus 1 over 2. So x minus 1 is minus 1 over 2, So x is gonna be equal to 1 plus 1 minus 1 over 2 is just 1 over 2. So gamma x, instead of gamma x, I have gamma of 1 over 2. Okay, so this thing is gamma of 1 over 2. So my answer, this thing, is gonna be 1 over 2 log 3. This thing is gonna give me gamma of 1 over 2. But do I know what is gamma of 1 over 2? Well, in the previous video, I also showed you what is gamma of 1 over 2. And we do this by, there's a property of gamma function that for any z, that where the gamma z is defined, gamma z, gamma 1 minus z, this is equal to pi over sine of pi z. So this is an important property. For example, if you know gamma of 2 over 3, you can find gamma of 1 over 3. Okay? So if you put z is equal to 1 over 2, both of these are going to be 1 over 2. So you have gamma squared 1 over 2 being equal to pi over sine of pi over 2 is just 1. So it's pi. So gamma of 1 over 2 is equal to square root of pi. So this thing is square root of pi over 2 in the square root 2 log 3. And this is our answer.